a topic that I talk about frequently because I do think that this can really help women and help young black women to, be aware, help some women to avoid making mistakes, help some women to survive and to not lose their lives and all of that. So I'm going to like kind of chill until we can see if we can get at least like 50, 60 people in here. But today the topic is, again, do not date felons or men with troubled pasts. Those are two archetypes of men that are very, very, very important that you stay away from as a black woman. If you are a black woman and you want to survive, you should stay away from felons and men with troubled past. And I can give you the reasons why. As we go on, we get more people in. Let's see. I can't see your profile photo really. Amy.
Oh, here, I'll cam up. Hey.
Okay. All right. No problem. The only reason why I asked, I just want to make sure you are a black woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to. You can turn off your camera if you want to.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, sis. You have something to say?
I 100% agree with the prompt, but you know what you're gonna track with this prompt though, girl. You know all the pookies of the Ray Rays gonna be like, you don't know a man if a man. Da-da-da. They all gonna come with the same argument, like somebody's actions doesn't mean that who they are, but yes, it does. That's exactly what it is. People's choices correlate to a lot of things, a lot of characteristics. If a man doesn't care enough to make the decisions, especially a grown man, for his own life, if he don't care enough about his freedom and he's willing to risk that, there's no bar lower if you decide to align with a man like that. Because if he's gonna drag himself to hell and give himself those experiences, what do you think he's gonna do to you? It's like it makes me sad because I feel like struggle love has been so programmed and like push and this idea of a ride or die. I'm not riding or dying for anybody's son. I'm sorry. If because it shows misdirection and directionlessness, if that's I just made that word up. But what I'm saying is like a man is supposed to be a leader and he's supposed to lead you to better, to prosperous, to victory, to flourish, not to felons. So yeah, I think men with trouble past is pattern recognition. So if you recognize a pattern with a man who doesn't value his own life and his own choices, to align yourself with that is crazy. It's just sabotage, self-sabotage. And it tells a lot about your own self-worth if you align yourself with men like this.
All right. I got you. Amy, definitely agree with what you said, sis, for sure. Let me go up here to Lazy Natural. You have something to say, sis?
Yes, hi. My daughter is really loud in the background. Give me 1 second. Let me try to get my headphones because she's really loud.
Okay, no problem. Let's see here. Somebody in the comments, Aries, I think you said, are you going to talk about the recent rants, anti-black woman Cardi B went on regarding Jessie Woo? What did she say? No, I heard that Jessie Woo said that she had a revenge baby or something like that. And then Cardi B said something about her life is a revenge. She didn't do that. But I didn't hear anything anti-black. I could have missed it because y'all know I don't care for Cardi B at all, not in the slightest. But I also don't care for Jessie Woo either. I think but nonetheless, tell me what happened. What's tea? Because I don't know. But I definitely can talk about it. I never miss an opportunity to call out Cardi B's anti-blackness and her her cosplay as a black woman, which she is not. Go ahead, Lazy Natural then. Lazy Natural says she's ready. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, so I definitely agree. I don't think young women, especially like if you're young and just graduated from high school and entering to college, should be dating any man that have a criminal record or is just going down the wrong path.
Okay. Um, let's see here. Hey Kalandra. Hey Kalandra, how you doing, sis? Did you have something to say?
I did. Ladies, listen to her. Like, don't think you can fix nobody. Don't think prayer changed them. Don't think loving them will change them. It won't. I'm currently like dealing with a lot. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I had a baby with somebody that had a trouble past, dated them, and I'm still dealing with the consequences to this day. Even though I dumped this boy almost 3 years ago. Like, do not have kids with men with trouble passes. Don't date them. Don't talk to them. Don't even entertain him. He say anything traumatic happened to him, pack your stuff. If you at the dinner table, grab your wallet and leave. Like, I do not, because there's somebody who's currently dealing with it. People who have men who are felons or men with troubled passes, they're typically not right in the head, and they'll end up taking that anger and stuff out on you. And there's somebody who's currently dealing with it now to the point that I'm gonna have to get a restraining order. I definitely would not recommend it at all.
All right, I got you. I got you. Yes, I definitely think that black women, because if we have to, I like to talk about things from like a tangible standpoint. Black women are the most unalived demographic of women in the United States of America, and also in other places in the world. Black women are also the most unalived. But we're gonna talk about it from the United States lens because that's where I live and most of the women that follow me live. So your best bet for you to avoid unaliving is not saying that a man without a record can't unalive you or harm you and put his hands on you, because he can. But a large percentage, more often than not, when a black woman is unalived by a intimate partner, which is the majority of the unalivings of black women, he has a criminal past. He has either have a felony, a misdemeanor. He's been in prison. He's been to jail, and or has a troubled past. Like, there was a recent unaliving of a young black man, 21. He unalived his baby mama, who was also 21, at their house that they shared together with their 3-year-old child, and he poked her and unalived her there, and then called the police and said, I think I unalived my B word. And this man had a foster care history, a troubled history of problems as a juvenile. And I just want any black woman listening to this: you cannot save a man that is troubled. The only thing a man that is troubled will do is drag you down and destroy you. You would never bring him up to your level. You would never heal him. You will never encourage him. You will never make things right. He will only destroy you in the process of you trying to save him. Do you know how many women are on rugs right now because they thought that they could save a broken man, and that broken man led them down a deep, dark pit of despair and ruined and destroyed their entire life? It's many, 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 many women that have had this scenario. And besides that, why would you want to be with the felon? You can't, your travel options are lessened. His work opportunities are lessened. Now he's got you having problems with getting a place to stay possibly, and all of that. Why would you want to go through that?
Let's not
Why
even
would
talk
you
about the
want to do it?
PTSD that you have to deal with after a man's been institutionalized and incarcerated. Like, why would you want to deal with that either?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep,
he
yep,
probably got
yep.
a boyfriend inside, the pen. So it's like you got to deal with what that man's been doing while he was locked up. It's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. Amy just dropped in some more gems, all of that too, the PTSD and all of that other stuff, and also the potential of, more often than not, your boyfriend engaged in backdoor shenanigans at the prison, at the bed bunk, getting back shots by Big Bubba. And now he comes to you and wants you to do these things, and you're wondering where it came from. But it's because for the last 3-4 years, he's been getting bombastic back shots by Bubba. You know what I'm saying? So, yikes. Do you really want that? Do you really want that? I hope you don't. So stay away from these questionable brothers, for real. And yeah, because exactly what are you getting out of the deal? honestly. And we got to stop romanticizing this, because literally I saw a woman that was at least 35 years old on my FYP today talking about she sleeping outside the prison. She filmed herself in her vehicle sleeping outside the prison, in the prison parking lot, talking about, I'd rather sleep and be close to my man even though he's locked up. Man,
A
what is wrong with
goofy.
you?
A
What?
goofy.
And that lady is she's at least 35. Shameful and embarrassing. So I don't know. I don't
Then
know
also,
what.
I just want to say, like, I think
Go
that
ahead.
black women, because as me, like, for me, I fell in love with potential. Like, one thing I feel like black women need to learn is that people do not change. Like, it ain't nothing you can do to change a person. And you cannot date somebody for potential. But if a man has one red flag, you better run like crazy. Because I guarantee you that one red flag turned into 20 red flags. And I definitely agree with you, Trigger.
All right, I got you. Oh shoot. Solan, hey, how you doing, sis? She has something to say.
Yeah, I do. Oh, and don't forget how much money you're gonna lose by putting money on his book. Like that money could went to your hair, went to your nails, gas in the car, a light bill, cell phone bill, part of your rent. Heck, it could have went into what's that one? An Acorn account. It could have went to Acorn. You could have put that in Acorn, Bitcoin, whatever. But no, you want to put it. You want to go to Walmart or a check cash place because you know what? You need to go and do you gotta go do JPay or go to jpay.com and put money in his books or go to Western Union or MoneyGram to put money in his books. And you put money in his books almost what every month, every week, every month for what 3 to 4 years. You know how much money you are losing. You know how much money you are depreciating from your personal account, from your personal spending. A lot. So you're just really making yourself broker or broke to support a person like that. Yeah. And then also, yeah, don't even date them, look at them when they say, oh yeah, man, I did some time bomber reform, man, reformed my ass. He reformed and gave up his ass. No, don't be with a no. Don't date a man like that. But that's the only thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna land right there.
All right. I got you, Monica. Appreciate you. And just so you guys know, I talk about this also very often. The recidivism rate of men that go back to prison, um, 70% plus go back. So you're getting in a relationship with a man that's going to go back. So why are you doing this? He's going to be back there getting those bombastic back shots again. So why are you doing it? Wait a minute. Lazy Natural says she has something to say. Go ahead, Lazy Natural.
Yes, hi. So I don't know if you watched the show, Ready to Love. So, Ready to Love last season, it was taking place in Philadelphia. And this is where I think a lot of women, we have to start being like how the men are. So, this one woman, she was a single mom, and the guy that she wanted to date, he found out that her baby father was in prison. You know, this man dropped her. He was just like, I'm not going to date you. Your baby father is in prison. I'm not about to raise that kid. And it just goes to show how when it comes to men, they know if if there's any type of dealing, they're quick to break things off. Where compared to a woman, we're trying to give grace and trying to see the best and say, oh, that's what happened to them in the past. We can overlook it. And then come to find out during the reunion time, this man also went to jail, which is crazy. It's just like, wow, so you're putting me down because my baby father is in jail while this whole time you also got arrested and incarcerated in college as well. It's just it's like the hypocrites is crazy. But it just goes to show how they pick and choose when it comes to dating options. So as black women, we need to do the same as well.
All right. I got you, man. I definitely agree. I think Black women and even women in general always seem to bend the rules when it comes to accepting certain things from men, and men never do the same. It's just like how you hear women talk about, oh yeah, I would be with a medium ugly guy or an ugly guy that was nice to me. You never hear men say anything like that. Oh, I'll be with a girl that I find just absolutely unattractive just because she's nice. You don't hear that. You don't hear women say, men saying, "Oh, okay, this woman has a body count that I don't feel comfortable with. My friends know, or she has a certain type of reputation. I'm going to overlook it." You or she has 8 kids by 8 different men. I'm going to go ahead and overlook it and go ahead and be with her. But all the time, women constantly make these excuses. Oh yeah, he has all these kids by these different women, but he's this, that, and like, it's so many things where women bend the rules, and men very rarely bend the rules for women. Like, and I think if women were more, they were better at actually having some standards and in telling men, no, that's a hard line, I'm not going to do it, then women would be better off. Like I said this earlier, like men should be way more shamed for their behaviors and past than they are. Most of the time, women just accept the man for whatever he has going on, past, present, future. And men don't do that for women. Like I even said that, and this doesn't apply to women, but I always asked men their body count. I always did. And men never lie because men don't are never used to being judged or somebody considering their body count as a indicator that they are trifling, sexually undisciplined, probably got the bum bumps down there on their genitalia or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I really truly do believe that um more women should do things like that is basically what I'm saying. Because I have no problem with judging men because men have no problem. Let's see here. William Hoffa, you said I'm rage baiting people for attention. What did I say that's rage baiting? I'm confused, William. Like you can request up. What did I say that's rage baiting? I didn't say anything that was rage baiting. All I said is that women shouldn't date felons, men has been in prison, or men with troubled past. What did I say that was rage baiting? I'm confused. Rage
I'm
baiting is
on.
when somebody says something real crazy off the wall to make people mad, like, hey, don't date men with hair. Don't date any man with hair because that's crazy. That would be rage baiting. What did I say?
So you said men. Is that an echo? Oh, you said men don't do that for women. How did you put that again?
I said that men very rarely bend the rules on things that they are wholeheartedly against for women. Like most men, generally speaking, don't like a woman that has a reputation, like for being really out there, like a corn star or something like that. Most men are not going to marry that woman or make her their wife
So
or
let me tell
main
you.
or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm saying.
So everybody know that it's more HOs getting wifed up than, and I've heard girls say this a lot.
That's
Like
a lie. That's a lie. What I'm not talking about a woman that you think has been with a couple dudes around the way. I said a woman with a very public sexual past that
I
everyone
so
knows. So
so
would
think
you
about this
wife up
girl.
Tiana Trump? Would you? Do you know who Tiana Trump is?
Well,
Would
I see.
you marry her?
I don't know what that is, but I know what's her name. Brittany Renner
No, I'm not
just
talking
got
about a
married,
Brittany Renner. No, no, no.
and
Okay, do you what? Let me just give you a corn star. It doesn't matter what corn star. Would you marry a corn star? A very popular one that everybody knew. Would you marry her? Yes or no?
you talking about like somebody like what's her name? What's her name? What's that girl? Scarlet Scandal. Whew, Scarlet Scandal, nice. Listen, I know a lot of men that have
Would
messed with
you?
girls.
I'm not talking about a lot of men. Would you do it? Let's mention that
You
white tea
right.
lady. That white tea lady that went over there to, I think she was in Thailand or Indonesia or something like that. And she was known for, she did 1,000 dudes in one day. And everybody know her. This is white lady that be making a whole lot of money. Would
Oh,
you
I know
marry
what you
her?
talking about. I
Yes.
know what
Would
you
you?
talking
Would
about.
you? Would you marry her?
Well, I don't ideally think about. I'm not even married now, right?
Okay. Would you make her your main girl, your woman? If you're not willing to get married, cool. Would
So,
you make
so,
her your girlfriend?
so
Invite her
hear
to
me.
your mother?
Let me explain this. Let me
I know
explain
I
this.
don't want you to explain it. Yes or no? Would you?
Women have this way of when
Would
they're
no?
with you,
Yes or
making you
no?
feel
No,
special.
no, 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 no. I don't want to
So
hear that.
even if
Would you? No, 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 no.
you gotta let me finish
No,
what
I
I'm
know. I
saying.
gotta let you answer the question. That's what I have to do because you said I was rage baiting. So answer the question.
If you let me
Would you
finish,
or wouldn't you? It's a yes or no question.
all right.
Yes or no?
If I liked her a lot, I would probably end up doing some stupid stuff if I liked her a lot. I'm just being honest with you. And a lot of men are like that. A lot of men. I'm like that. I've messed with women that I should not have messed with,
So
knowing if
you
she
would make this
pretty enough.
girl, you would make a woman that slept with 1,000 men in one day your main girl. You would do that.
Oh,
Honestly,
what I'm trying to
honestly
tell you.
speaking.
I'm saying a lot of times we don't know what women have done in their past.
Oh my God. I just said a woman that's publicly that you know, that we all know, that just like that lady, everybody knows that she's done that. So do you. So do I. So does everybody else. Would you do that?
It's not
Yes
my
or no?
ideal choice. No, it's not my ideal choice. It's not.
Okay.
It's not my
All right.
ideal choice.
Cool. Now that I already knew that to be the case, I don't know why you made me work for it. But now that we got that out of the way, what I'm saying is most men, like yourself, you're not unusual. Most men are like that. They have certain standards that they refuse to budge on
And
when it
and
comes
here
to women.
and this is what I'm trying to tell you. These men claim they have these standards. Y'all, from you looking at, I am a man, and I have been in a barbershop with men. I work with men. What I'm explaining is, all men act like that when they fronting for somebody, but they still be messing with them HOs, and they will wife them HOs. It happens all the time. That's all I
Okay.
was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. I think we're going around the point. You just
You think I
already
never
said,
messed with a hoe?
no, I'm not saying that you look, stop using that word here on this
I
live.
said HO. I said
Okay.
HO.
Okay. Listen, you already said you wouldn't mess with that woman, right? The one that we're talking about. I don't care if you mess with HOs on a small level that nobody knows about or a few people know about. That's fine. I don't care. The point that I was trying to make,
Well,
which I don't
well,
think that you're understanding, is
well,
that there are certain
most
standards.
celebrity women
Okay,
are though.
sir, please let me finish. It's
Hold on,
certain
hold on.
standards.
If we having a conversation,
Okay. Oh my freaking goodness, bro. There are certain standards that men have that they will not go past, and they will be like, hey, no, as a man, I'm not going to do that. As this woman got 8 kids by 8 different men, as a man, I'm not going to deal with that. I don't understand why it's so hard to get this man to admit the truth. And that's exactly like the trying to weasel out of it. That's the reason why he dropped. I didn't drop him. He wanted to weasel out of what I was trying to say. The only thing I was trying to get to the point without him trying to skirt around it was is that if men have things that they will not budge on when it comes to women, which is quite a few things that most men, not all men, but most men will say, yeah, no. If she's doing corn and all my boys have seen her, I'm not going to mess with her. Or if she's got 8 kids by 8 different dudes, I'm not going to do it, bro. Or if she's 500 pounds and he's not, I'm not going to do it, bro. So I don't understand why anytime women have a hard line on something, y'all always have to bust it down on my page and talk about why women shouldn't have those standards. Because when women don't have any standards, y'all are always telling them that they choose poorly. They need to choose better. They're looking for pookies and ray rays and low lives. So why is it when there's a black woman saying, hey, have some standards, ladies, y'all are in your feelings? Oh, what? That's illogical. Um, and I don't think that guy really, to be honest with you, had the intelligence to even have the conversation. I really don't. He sounded delayed, like he has a GED or something, or maybe not even that. Um, Go ahead, Rec TV. You have something to say, sir?
I just wanted to say I agree with both parties. I understand where y'all coming from. Yeah, some men wouldn't, want to date other women that been ran through or had a past, and some men would. You know what I mean? So I feel like it go both, hand in hand.
All right, all right. Was that all you? Okay, okay. That was all you had to say. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm saying, and I really, it's really upsetting to me to hear men want to encourage women to date felons or to date men that have been in jail, prison, whatever the case may be. It's very strange. when y'all spend your days and nights shaming black women if they choose these type of men. You have something to say, King Creole?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hey,
I agree. Can you hear me?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Good afternoon. I agree with most of what you're saying. I see why you did drop the last dude. I've been in a lot of trouble. I've been
Oh, he
arrested
left.
six
He left. I
times.
didn't drop him. He left.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've been arrested 6 times. I've been to prison, multiple baby mamas. And I remember before all of that, I was the guy. Now I'm not dating her. She got a child or 2 children, or she's not on my. I was like that. And then when everything reversed for me, it was humbling because I'm sitting there like, damn, okay, I have a criminal record now. Let's see, 2 failed marriages. Damn, what are my chances of getting somebody decent? So it made me see things from the other side of the coin after talking. Not really, because I never talk shit, but I did have that standard where it was like, nah, I'm not dating these women that have children, or I don't like her history, stuff like that. But, I've changed since then, but I do get what you're saying.
Right, all right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, you guys, like I said, Lazy Natural, you said you had something to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, sis.
I just wanted to ask King because he said he got incarcerated 6 times. Like the first 2 times, he wasn't like a maybe I should stop and turn my life around and multiple video. Are you trolling? Like I'm just asking because I know sometimes people come on here lying and trolling just for the sake of it. Because why should a woman date you with you having multiple baby moms, been arrested 6 times? Like what are you bringing so much that should be a standard for a young woman to be with you? Why are you even looking for a woman? And I'm
Uh,
not trying to be.
No, ma'am. I was arrested 6 times. I went to prison once. I'm not trolling. I'm authentic and genuine. That's all behind me now. I'm actually married now. My life is together. I'm bringing in over 120K. I'm a sworn servant. I'm a firefighter in California. I own horses. I'm in a very good relationship. Everything's good. But like I said, what I was pointing out when I was scrolling and this live popped up and what this young lady was saying about men, it just made me laugh. I said, damn, I was like that before. I was the guy when I was single with no criminal record and no baby mamas as I'm dating in the dating world before the internet. Like, oh no, I'm not dating her. She has a kid. Or nope, she didn't finish college yet. No, I'm not doing any of that. The being judgmental, even if it was quietly, what she's saying is accurate. So as a man now, I have conversation with other men like where you're looking, are you going to date a woman that already has 4 children, 3 children, 2 children, 1 children, and pre-blended family, etc. Those are real adult questions as your life progresses and things don't pan out the way you think they were, the way you want them. These are things you got to think about. So no, I was not trolling at all.
I had to mute myself.
Huh?
Lazy Natural, did you have something else to say, sis? Or
I mean, all I can say is honestly, like that's you know, I I don't you maybe I should be quiet. I don't know, maybe I should be quiet. I'm not trying to like be rude or get the lies answer. I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
oh, okay, all right. Let me see here. Let's see, this person in the comments, Vontae says you ain't gonna date a felon, but date bro who live with his mama. Is that what you do? Like, I really hate it when y'all come in here and y'all say like what women are gonna do. Do you do that? Do you date bros that live with their mama? Like, are you the bro that lives with his mama? Do you have access to those women as you live with your mom? I really don't understand why y'all say these things.
Wait,
Because
wait,
what
what's
what
the
are you
point of
talking
you
about?
saying that? What's the point of you saying, he stay with his mama?
What?
Or dude, Vontae, why you say that?
Well, I said it because he said it.
No, 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 that's what I'm saying. Not you, I'm talking to Vontae.
I don't know. I don't know. I what I don't understand is the pushback and the anger or irritation about telling women not to date a felon. Like you say, you're talking down on dating a felon. Absolutely. Is a felon not a criminal? When
Well,
you went there, did you not do something that you weren't supposed to do? Why would anybody with good sense date a man that's a felon? Why would anybody want their daughter to date a felon? Why would
So
anybody want their mother to do that if they had the good sense? Once
so this,
again, I'm confused by that. Seeing as though everybody that I mean, do we ever look at rates of crime and rates of men going back to jail? 70% plus of men that go to prison will go back within the first 2 years. And then the rest will go back within 5. So why would a woman put all of her eggs in a basket of a man that is more than likely going to go back to prison? I don't understand that.
I was for certain men, yeah, why would you do that? But for the men who was really trying to stand up and be that real father figure or help their family out, then that's a different story.
No, it's not. There's no
Yes, it
different
is.
story. No, it
Because
isn't. A
if
man
I'm
that's
trying
been in
to,
jail, a man that's been in jail, a man that's been institutionalized, is a no go. Any woman that's smart will no go. You don't have to do things that are illegal to help your family. Okay, you don't have to do things that are illegal to help yourself. You don't have to do that, and I don't want to hear the stuff about, oh, I'm a black man, so I have no choice but to be a criminal, because it's not true. My father, who was married to my mother, never went to jail, never went to prison, went to school, went to college, had a black belt in karate, had karate schools, never did it. My husband, who I'm married to right now, never been to jail, never been to prison, never been arrested. Went to what? College to play football as a D1 athlete. So I'm not trying to hear none of that BS that none of y'all are talking. If a woman entertains a man that's been to jail or been in prison, she's a doggone fool. It's a higher risk factor for her to be a victim of domestic violence. It's a higher risk factor for him to go back to jail and leave her alone after he's already probably impregnated her or whatever. Now she's a single mother by herself while he's locked up. It's a whole lot of risks that go with that. The risk is not worth the
you
possible
just
chance
projecting.
of
That's it.
reward. The risk is not worth the possible chance of reward, which in most cases she's not going to be rewarded by being with a felon. What she's going to be rewarded with is not being able to get certain apartments, certain places to live, not being able to travel properly, etc., etc., etc. Why would she do that? What would be the benefit to her? None. When
All
she could
right, so
just look for a
listen.
man that hasn't been in jail.
All right, let's say for instance, like with the gun laws right now.
You gotta say
If
pew pew.
you, huh? All right,
You
all
gotta
right,
say pew pew. Yeah.
all right. So with the little pew pew laws, uh, let's say you travel to a different state where you really have no knowledge of the law, and you just become a felon right then and there. You was a stand up guy, like you never got in trouble your whole life, and just you trying to go to a business trip or some shit, and voila, you just a felon now from that pew pew. So would y'all still not date that man because he's a felon and he just ain't know the law? Or how would y'all move?
Look, I'm of the thought process there's no exceptions. If you've been to jail, if you've been to prison, if you're a felon, a woman should entertain you. It's really just that simple. I don't think that people make these excuses for women that they don't like or women who have things that they're against. They don't try to see things a certain type of way. It's like, okay, would you date a woman with 8 kids by 8 different men if she had mental trauma and there was a reason why she did what she did, but it wasn't really, she's not really like that no more? Would you do that? No, you wouldn't.
I
So
mean,
why does someone have
hold
to
up,
make
listen, hold
excuses
up.
for what
I
you're
think
doing?
I think if I would, but that's only if I was like trying to help her get out that stage. But that's like you can't speak for everybody because like everybody, like you said, they not going to deal with that. But for the people that is, then you can't put that on them.
The women that are stupid. Once again, black. I don't know if you know this or anything, like, 'cause the black men that come up here, y'all always want to try to encourage black women to be with felons, and it's so strange because I hope that y'all don't want this for your daughters if you have any. But let me just say that black women are unalived. 60% of all the women that are unalived in the United States are black women, even though black women only make up 13% of women in the United States, right? And the majority of the time they're unalived. First of all, they're unalived by a black man. And then number two, a lot of the unalivings come with men that have previous criminal records. So why would a woman take a risk and take the chance? Why would she take the chance? Just for you or just for another dude? No, the risk once again is not worth the possible reward. when 9 times out of 10, she's not even going to get the reward that you speak of. Because if he was a good man, a good dude, he would have never been in jail or prison in the first place. It's really just that simple, man. I don't know what else to say about it. I really don't. And somebody talked about their pastor. Like, I don't even want to talk about the prison pastors that are felons and get out of prison and then start preaching at congregations and making it like they're changed. And then you find out years later that they're not changed and they've been doing everything under the sun. So I don't even take the prison pastors seriously. So yeah, I don't even take that seriously. Yeah. And like I said before, it's so weird because if I was over here, I just made a live right here and I said, I love thugs. And I put a picture up here of like a whole bunch of men with sagging clothes on and, you know, red jumpsuits or orange jumpsuits, whatever. It would be so many black men in this live saying, that's y'all problem right now. Y'all don't love the good black men. Y'all don't love the nice guys. Y'all love the thugs. But as soon as I say that black women should avoid those type of men, now y'all in here trying to convince black women to be with somebody that can't get an apartment in their own name. What? Like, this is crazy. This is really,
I agree on some. I agree on some of the shit you saying for sure.
yeah. But I'm just saying, y'all wouldn't even be saying none of this if I was up here talking what I just said. But yeah, let me keep going. Up here to Foxy Brown. Go ahead, Foxy Brown. Oh, you said I should do it as an experiment, Ken. I should. I really should. I can guarantee you the whole response of black men to be something different. And that's because it's darned if you do, darned if you don't. I really feel like most black men want to have something to say. They want black women to accept the bare minimum and nothing at all, but then want to shame them for accepting the bare minimum and nothing at all. It's a very weird dynamic. Like, it's very, very, very crazy. Let
That's
me
why
go
I
up
feel
here.
like you're in low vibration should be with low vibration, and high should be with high.
Yes, and once again, a high vibration would be not being with somebody that's been in jail with a whole bunch of other hard legs, taking showers butt naked with other men. No. Okay. Let me go up here to Foxy Brown. Go ahead, Foxy Brown.
Hey, I understand exactly what you are saying. Like, I get some people who, in the comments and like, oh, well, people change, people do this and that. I mean, it's very far and few and in between people actually change. I mean, just think about the people who ain't felons, who don't change their behaviors at all. Like, it's very far in between that people actually work to change themselves and work on themselves and do a complete 180 and are transforming themselves. But like you said, as black women, we should definitely be taking every precaution out there, because I get it. Like, I definitely get it. It's a very precautionist thing, because it's not a guarantee that, I mean, a regular man who ain't never been to jail gonna get his life together. So imagine a felon. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we can't really suffer those risks, because just like Trigger, the host said, dang if you do, dang if you don't. So like, if you don't give him a chance, it's gonna be some backlash. If you do and he actually reverts back to his ways, you're still gonna get the brunt of whatever he's doing. So it's like, yeah, I mean, any chance you get to protect yourself and, minimize your risk dealing with any man as possible, you should do it, and not just take risks because, oh, well, he said he changed and he said he gonna do better, or, look at the ones who did, look at the ones who, got their life together, like the dude. I'm not sure if he was for real or fake. I think he was a bot a little bit, but talk about I make 120,000. I mean, it may very well be true, but you are an anomaly. Okay, everybody is not doing it when they get out of jail.
All right. I got you. I see Tiffany, the vlog. I see that you had a lot of like pro felon comments. Tiffany, all I can say is that the risk that you're taking is not worth the reward that you could possibly get. And it's very scary to read your comments back, Tiffany. But once again, not all black women can be saved, and not all black women will make the intelligent decision and make the logical decision. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say, because my thing is that black women are out here losing their lives. Black women are out here being abused and taken advantage of, and even financially abused. And that's not up for, oh, we can just go ahead and see if he's redeemed. If he's redeemed and if he's changed, let him be changed on his own. There's no reason why you need to involve yourself in it. That just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, Tiffany the vlog, let me bring you up here, because the way you're typing, I don't know if the way it's coming in my mind is real crazy. So if you got the time, you can come in the box, because the way you're typing it in my mind, it sounds real crazy. And it sounds like a block is in your future. Like it really do. So yeah, because I'm really not going back and forth with no black woman that can see the nuance in black women being with felons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you said if I could take my bias out of it. I don't have to take my bias out of wanting black women, wanting better for black women, and wanting black women not to be with felonious Negroes, and not wanting black women to be with men that have been in jail or prison, using ketchup as lube. Like, girl, bye. If you want to be unbiased towards criminals, you go take that black woman rehab center for knickknacks elsewhere. But my platform is not for not for goofies. So yeah, let me go ahead. You didn't intelligently debate anything, Tiffany. All you did is try to rationalize why your pastor, who's probably digging in your pockets every day to fund his fentanyl habit, to talk about the reason why black women should be with felons and criminals. Girl, bye. Like, and I really, y'all make it too easy. This is I already had to go against a black woman earlier today. Don't make me do it to you. Let me just block you. That way I don't. Cause I really don't want to. I really don't want to. So let me block you. Goodbye. Have a nice life, Tiffany. Goodbye. Okay. See you later. I had a screenshot her so I can block her from my other pages as well. Hold on, let me block you. Because I'm saving you, because if I don't, I'm going to really tear you up, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Let me block you. Have a great day, ma'am. Bye bye. Okay, I'm sorry, because Tiffany, like, my mouth is very reckless, and I just automatically I saw that cowboy hat and them doggone Daisy Duke she had on, and it was just like, bro, like, you already look like a bird brain, and I don't want to do that to you. So I just rather she's already blocked. I didn't want to do her like that. I really didn't. Go ahead, Foxy. Go ahead.
And my whole thing is, okay, you could not agree or you could disagree, and it could be nuances to the conversation. But like at the end of the day, like you just gotta hear. Cause I see like so many times in your lives, yeah, you have very strong opinions, and I mean I'm okay with it. Maybe a lot of things I don't agree with as well, but when it comes to protecting black women, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on it. And however it looks, if it looks mean, if it looks weird, well, I guess we some mean, weird heifers. Because I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like, because if we were to go that route of just dating felons just because we got to give people a chance, and like I said, it blows up in your face, we still have to carry the brunt of that. And the whole thing, oh, black women love black bad boys, and like you said, you don't never get a good black man no chance. But it's just like, child, your mama and your daddy should have did a better job of raising you. Maybe you wouldn't have been in jail. I don't know.
All right. I got you. Somebody said, you know what? Who was that in the comments? Shanice. Shanice, please don't tell me that she was doing that. Shanice, please don't tell me that she was on her page doing that. Please don't tell me that, Shanice. Oh my goodness. See, that's why I'm so glad that I went ahead and did the right thing and blocked her, bro. Because if y'all had told me that afterward, That's what I said. I knew that she was a bird brain. I knew she was a bird. That's why she was talking like that. And it was really making me upset because this is like a really serious issue. Like black women are really losing their lives and you're over here throwing that cat in a circle on TikTok. Oh my goodness, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm so glad. See, I looky here. I'm so glad. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad y'all didn't tell me this until after. Because see, I was already trying my best to be good. I really was. I really, really was. I'm so happy, y'all, that Shanice did not inform me until later. Lord. All right, let me go up here to Mario's universe. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There always been an agenda to encourage black women to date no good black men. You know, it always been an agenda through the music and entertainment industry, which is why there's a difference between white love movies and black love movies. You know, like the type of men that they encourage black women to date is the opposite of the type of men they encourage white women to date. So like this whole thing with black women dating felons or thugs or like criminal type dudes. It's just been an agenda because they never wanted black women to succeed in successful black marriages and families. You know, because when we succeed, we do better than our counterparts. You know what I'm saying? We do better than other races when we're together, and we it was a point where black couples was doing better than white couples. You know what I'm saying? So they found a way to destroy that by influencing struggle love and hood love, and like they got a show now called Love After Lockup. It's like they still trying to do it. You know, like every few years they find a different way to try to do that.
All right, all right. I got you. I got you. I mean, I definitely think that also definitely plays a part. Some of the things that you said. But you know, it's a lot of men that highly disagree with you, that just think that, you know, black women should be with men that have made mistakes in their own lives, and they should be able to suck in a woman who has went through the same life experiences, the same struggles, the same possible poverty, the same all disenfranchisement and everything, and she should just go ahead and be with you and suffer all of this struggle because you messed up, and now she got to be with you while you try to get yourself back up from the ground up, which is insane. I don't understand why so many black men feel this way. Like the black women are not doing this, but you feel like they should just go ahead and let's see here. Bella Ortiz in the comments. You said everybody has a right to be loved or whatever you said. No, they don't. No, they don't. Not everybody deserves to be loved. That's not what is at anyone's right. And a black woman doesn't have to entertain a man that's a fella. Hold on, let me see what you look like. Are you black? Hold on, I don't think you are. I see you're a goofy heifer, Bella Ortiz. Why are you in here? This isn't for you. Do you see do you see the people in this picture up here? What color are they? Do they look like you? Go over there and talk to your own people about this. You know what I'm saying? Go over and talk over there to them about ICE raids and stuff like that. There's really no reason for you to be talking to me about this. So I'm going to send you to Block World. Goodbye. See you later. I don't even understand what you thought, baby. This is not for you. Okay, I don't know what the Hispanics was like. Do it look like Hispanics is on this picture or what? White Hispanics or no? No? Oh, okay. Let me go up here to Naima. Go ahead, Naima. You have something to say? You there, Naima?
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It says, do not date. First of all, I agree with everything that you said. I was just nodding along. I'm like, okay, yeah. So personally, from my experience, you hit it right on the money with black men feeling like you should be more lenient or should accept their mediocrity. Like, you know, them having a troubled past. And from my experience, what they would try to do is they will either try to leech off you or pull you down with them in some way, shape, form, or fashion to see if you would be okay with that lifestyle or just be okay with that type of character, that type of mask that they've been carrying on for so long, so that they won't have to change. And I just wanted to point out like a story recently. What just happened was this guy that I was, a little situationship. Like I told him like, hey, like you're not really my type, I hope everything goes out good for you or whatever. And we ended up being good friends. I'm like, that's the most that I will offer you is us being friends. That's it. And around the time where things were starting to get a little serious, I went through his phone and I found out that he had multiple DV cases. So a lot of stuff that they like to the women that they hide this image from, they're very dangerous, and most crime they against their girlfriends or whoever baby mamas is because they weren't held accountable for their actions. That's what I got to say about it.
All right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you with that. With your sharing your story, Naima. And just like somebody just said in the comments, you definitely dodged the bullet for sure. You're blessed that you were able to find that out and not to get in any type of relationship with that person. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, but I also think just like the other guy that was up here when he talks about like, black women kind of being programmed to be after these type of guys. I also think a lot of black men are programmed to feel that way as well, to feel like black women are supposed to accept that. Because I can promise you, if they saw some white woman or some non-black woman that they thought was just like so beautiful, so all of that, they wouldn't feel like that they were in that woman's league. They wouldn't even think that woman would accept them. But for some reason, it doesn't matter if you're a black woman that has achieved a monumental amount of success or just your average everyday black woman that's doing good. These men can have nothing, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and a criminal record and nothing but lint in their pockets and a bus pass, and then all of a sudden the black women are supposed to give them a chance and opportunity. Not to mention all of these black men that go to jail and get their boochie cats dug in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that go there and get turned out, get all of these weird desires because they've been in there with a whole bunch of GAY degenerates in there, and they all playing in people's butts. And that is an absolute truth. And a lot of men don't want to tell the truth about that. A lot of men be playing them butt games in there. And now you want me to come in here and accept you, booty boy? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's far too much risk for a woman to accept a man that's been in jail or been in prison as a felon.
Yeah.
It's really just that simple. No, 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 no. I don't care about your sob story. I don't care if you change. I don't care if you think you need love. I don't care. I don't care. If you need love, go back in jail and find another booty bandit to play with. But women, black women, if you're smart, you won't do it. And I have yet to see a smart black woman be on that type of time. Because all of the women I see here on TikTok talking about this, oh, I'm waiting on my man to get out, look like ignorant bird brains. They look like it's nothing in between their head except for some flaming hot Cheetos and a doggone Fago Red Pop. That's it. That's all they look like. Totally ignorant hood booger birds. And I really hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. I went down the rabbit hole. I'm sitting here looking at video after video after video of all of these black women talking about their dudes are in prison, they're waiting on them, and they all look the same. And I don't mean like appearance wise, because some of the women got good jobs, some of the women are, they don't, but they all look that same bird mentality. So if you don't want to be a bird, check that man record. You find out he got a criminal record, you better leave that man where you found him. You better leave him where you found him. It's far too much risk to undertake with that. Like I said, the emotional damage that they come out with, the PTSD, the craziness, the laziness, the lack of opportunities, the booty play. Now all of a sudden he over here got another appetite. He wants you to go on and go to the Smeck store and go on and get a jumbo size Jumbotron a dildo to ram it up his tookies because that's what he was doing when he was in the pen? No, 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 no. Don't do it. Period. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Then when he gets out, he want to try to make you a dinner with ramen noodle dust and using a hammer to pack it together and smash it. Here, this is how we used to do it back in. Like, excuse me, sir. You're free. I don't want a ramen noodle steak. I don't want a steak that you made out of ramen noodle crumbles and ramen noodle dust. Like, sir, no. Absolutely not. I don't want any type of alcohol vodka that you made out of expired toilet water that you had fermenting behind the back of the toilet. Like, no. Absolutely not. For real. I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry if I sound judgmental. I'm being judgmental. Okay, like I said, don't let these felonious black men tell you that all black men are felons. No, they're not. My daddy wasn't one. My husband not one. My granddaddy on both sides weren't. They both worked. My granddaddy was in a post office. He was a postman till he unalived. My other granddaddy was a Greyhound bus driver till he retired and passed. Don't let these men tell you, and none of them went to jail or prison. Don't let these black men tell you you got to be with them. You better leave these felons alone unless you want somebody using up your debit card and knocking your head between the washer and dryer. Okay? Play if you want to. Play if you want to. A felonious, broke, angry man is a dangerous concoction for your doom. Okay? Don't be nice, because where does being nice get you? Really, honestly, where does being nice to men get you? Have you ever thought about that? Think about the nicest that you've been to a man that's been down bad. Has he ever responded in kind to you? Has he ever given you
No.
that niceness back? Or has he A-town stomped on your forehead and your feelings? Huh? Being nice to a man will get you nowhere at all. At all. At all. I'm just letting you know. Don't do it. And for anybody to say, oh, you don't know what you talk about. Oh, you don't know. I've been married for 16 years. I bet you haven't. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't do it. Don't do it. Being down gets you nowhere but kicked down and knocked down. You better leave these broke, busted, disgusted men alone, because if he's a man with character and quality, he will already know that he has to come to you with something. A man that comes to you with nothing does not respect you in the first place. You think a man coming out here with a baggie full of his personal belongings, talk about, can I stay with you? Can I stay with you? You think he respect you? You think that he thinks that you somebody? You think that he thinks that you are what celebrity? Whatever bad celebrity that y'all think is pretty. You think that he thinks that you Halle Berry? He don't, because if he thought you was Halle Berry, he would wait until he was together before he even said something to you. He wouldn't try to just come there busting and disgusted trying to talk to you. Anywho, let's see here. Scratch Pad says, hold on, men feel the same way because for us who try, we get stepped on and cheated on. Scratch Pad, what? Sir, look, you look like you're at least like 60. If you've been getting cheated on for 60 years, that's a personal problem, sir. That don't got nothing to do with black women. That's your fault. All right. Let's see here. Rec, did you have something to say? Or maybe he got the teacup on, so he might not be ready yet. Because I thought he was trying to say something. Rec V58. You there? I'll wait till it goes back red. Because I want to think he was trying to say something, but I don't know for sure. Hey, Kalandra, you had something to say?
I wanted to tell Scratch Pad he should pick better women. If he's getting cheated on, maybe you should pick better women. You know, maybe not date 304s and women who are like that. Yeah.
Well, oop, 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 oop. I mean, I definitely agree, though. I don't know why when women talk about like having standards and women not doing things, it'll always be a man that'll pop up like Thriller, and he'll be like, yeah, you know what? These women have treated me so poorly. Oh, did you have something to say, Rec TV? Did you have something to say, sir?
Nah, that was my cousin. He said he don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. You said he doesn't want to talk about who the guy that was in the comments or
Yeah.
who? Oh, okay. All right, I got you. All right, well then I guess our conversation is done. Rec TV. You have a great day, sir. Appreciate you for coming up. All right, so we'll go ahead and drop him. But yeah, like I said, I find it very weird anytime women talk about standards. It's like I said, men come out of from every corner, crack, and crevice to tell black women why they shouldn't have these standards. I find it to be like, I don't know, it's very, very weird. Cause I really think that basically men want to be able to drag black women no matter what. So it doesn't matter what you do as a black woman, you're going to get drugged regardless. And that's why I've told so many black women the natural hair versus weave and wig conversations. It don't matter how you wear your hair. It doesn't matter if you wear your hair natural, whether you wear a weave, whether you wear a wig, they're going to talk about it. It doesn't matter where you wear makeup, whether you don't, they're going to talk about it. It doesn't matter what you do. If they're going to talk about it, they're going to talk about it. It doesn't matter if you in a gym and you are the perfect size. They gonna say you a thought, you bopping, you're only there to be seen, you only want attention. Then if you're overweight or something like that, they're gonna say, oh, you lazy, you need to get in the gym. The same gym they was just shaming the other women to be in. It's really literally no way to win. Look, there's no way to win. So it's just like, and every time I talk about this don't date felons conversation, it really lets me know that there's no way to win as a black woman, because no black man should come up here and give me no pushback. None. And I don't, and then it's always these black men that want to come up here and talk about, well, let me tell you something. I was in prison for 18,000 years. And I just got out in year 18,001. And now I'm a successful snow cone seller. I have my own snow cone business. Yes, I make my ice. I grind my ice and I put the syrups on there. I do strawberry. I do cherry. I do blues raspberry. And sometimes I do a little apple and birthday cake flavors as well. And I also have a hot dog business on the side. I do coney dogs and I do Ore-Ida potatoes. Yes, I do, with a little bit of ketchup. Yes, I do. So I tell you what, I have changed my life. And that's why you black women should definitely entertain felons. Why? We deserve love. Who cares that I've been to jail for 18,000 years for cutting off the baby toes of 18 people and unaliving another 27? Who cares about that? All right. You know, I've changed. I've given my life to Christ. I've given my life to Allah. I really have. So go ahead and accept me, sister. What? What be wrong? What be wrong with y'all? What be wrong with y'all? Don't nobody care. I don't want to hear your sob story. I don't. Because when something happens to a black woman, y'all don't want to hear hers. Y'all don't want to hear a black woman's nothing. You don't want to hear what happened to a black woman, why she mad, why she sad, why she hurt, why she angry, why she got these kids, why she chose the men that she chose. You don't give a doggone, a hot diggity dizam. You don't care. So why in the world am I supposed to care about why you, Raekwon, was in prison for the last 12 years? I don't care either. I don't care why you were there, sir. I don't care. I was trying to feed my family. You should have went to McDonald's then. You should have been making them McDoubles and making them McChickens and making them filet of fishes. Okay? Or you should have went ahead and scooted over there to Burger King and made them Whopper Juniors. I don't care you was trying to feed your family. I don't care. Because more than likely you wasn't even trying to do that. You was trying to get you a chain or some type of vehicle to floss in front for other dudes. So no, I don't care. I don't care. And the more black women learn to be selfless, that was the wrong word. The more black women that will learn to be selfish, okay, and stop being selfless to these Negroes, the better off black women will be. Put yourself first. If you have children, put you and your children first. Don't put no ashy man first. And definitely don't put no felonious Negro first. If that man tell you he been in jail or prison, you better run. Run, 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 run. Sha'Carri Richardson run. Okay? That's all I have to say about this, y'all. For
I
real.
definitely agree with you, Sugar, because these men get on these apps every day and be like, you. Talking about black women, what you should have did, and Poogies and Ray Rays. And the fact that the most of them come up here and try to defend that women should date criminals, I just feel like at that point, they hate women. Like, you really hate women. You blame her if she dates a felon, he baby mamas her, don't take care of his kid, put his hands on her. Women to be men to be in the sand. Well, wait, you dated a Pookie and you dated Ray Ray. Y'all don't like nice guys. But the sad part about it is the average of them isn't a nice guy.
I agree. I agree. And somebody in the comments said that like a Hispanic lady, her dude was in prison and she got with him or whatever. The same applies to her. I mean, I don't talk about, Hispanics, white tea Hispanics, because I don't care, but I only care about black women and black girls. However, the same applies to them too. So the same thing, the same risk factors for them going back to jail applies. The same risk factors for domestic violence, getting beat on, getting unalived. The rates over there are high in the Hispanic community, Latino community as well. So she's also a goofy. Period. I'm sorry, not sorry. She's a goofy too. You know. But anyway, like I said, I really wish that women would once again stop being so accepting of men, because men are never going to be that accepting of you. There are a lot of things that a man would not talk to you for. Like I tried to talk to the other dude that refused to admit the truth until I pulled it out of him about not talking to a corn star and not talking to certain types of things, because he knows that he has certain boundaries that he's not going to accept. He gonna be like, oh, nope, you do that, no way. Oh, nope, you got that pass, nope, no way. You do that, no, no, no. But for some reason, black women are the only people that they can't have some standards and say no. What? Go ahead,
Yeah.
Naima.
I was just about to, because you just reminded me of a time where men are very strategic in their ways of thinking, their approaches towards women. So this black woman told me this, and she said, you never ever tell a man your past, your relationships, your childhood trauma, because the second they have an opportunity to, they will use it against you. And they'll see if you're worth betraying, if that makes sense. They'll see if you're worth dogging the fuck out. Sorry for my language. But again, with this accepting thing. So like if I tell a man, oh, I went through this, oh, my last relationship, he's tally marking as a man, he's going to tally mark that in his head and see how he can get away or how he can do you a certain type of way most of the time. So that's why if they ever bring up, if you mention something about your family and he's going to throw a little comment in there about your family, no, you don't play that. It's little small stuff that they do to see how far, to test your boundaries. And that's
All
something that
right.
I noticed with that DV guy is when, because I never told him the truth about me, about my family, just because I was very like, okay, you've been to jail, I don't really know you like that. I'm not going to tell you nothing true about me. And so when I would throw out like little things to like test his judgment, he would throw it back at me.
All right. You know what, you guys? I forgot also that I did want to say too, because I know I focused a lot on the felons and men that have been in prison, but I also wanted to say another thing, and I said it already earlier, but I just want to reiterate it again. Is also black women should avoid men with troubled past, because um not every man that's gonna unalive you is gonna have a criminal record. There are also men that will unalive you that have never been in jail, that have never been in prison. Those men are also risks. But another way to reduce that risk is men that have a lot of problems, like maybe been in foster care, in and out of trouble, have had troubled childhoods, even men that have, and this is a big one, men that have had problems with their mother issues. And I don't mean just the regular, average, everyday mother issues, because we all have problems with our parents. You know, I was raised with both of my parents or whatever. But you know, I still have issues with them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a man that has super issues with his mother. Maybe she was on rugs. Maybe she abandoned him. Maybe she was always chasing after other men. Maybe she dropped him off with the granny and he was raised by his granny. Or like I said, he was in and out of foster care and like he really has a lot of disdain and hatred for his mother. Do not talk to that man, because that anger that he feels towards his mama, he is going to take out on your forehead. I promise you. All of the rage that he cannot get out against his mother is going to be on you when the certain situation arises. I promise you that. I promise you that. Do not date men with troubled past. And once again, if you see a man, he's down bad and you like, oh my gosh, you know what? I can help Tyrell. I can help Tyrell. I really can. I can help Tyrell. Look, I know Tyrell doesn't have a car. I know Tyrell doesn't have a job, but Tyrell is very attractive. Tyrell, you know, he has an 8-incher. Okay. So I think that I can help Tyrell. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Tyrell might help himself to your guts, but he's also going to help himself to all the food in your refrigerator and also to your debit card. Do not do it. A man that you have to build up, that you have to assist, that you have to try to heal, you're never going to heal him. He's going to destroy you far before you heal him. You cannot heal that man. You cannot save that man. You cannot redeem that man. That is something that he has to do on his own. Ask any type of woman that has tried to heal and help a man and assist him and bring him up to her level. What has happened is that he has drug her down to his. She has never helped and assisted him to the top. And I'm not talking about outliers, 1% of women that this may have worked for. The majority of the women, 99.99% of women, it's not going to work. So do not do it. So once again, I just want to reiterate, do not date felons. Do not date men that have been in prison or jail. Do not date men with troubled past. Do not date men that were in and out of foster care, have a lot of emotional, mental issues, that don't know how to emotionally regulate. Do not date a man with mommy issues that hates his mother, that has the mother was somewhere thotting and bopping, left him with the granny, was on rugs. He really hates her. I promise you, you don't want to do it. That man is going to give you every uppercut. Bow, 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 bow. And all of it is going to be for Bernadine or Geraldine or whatever his mama name was. Christine is going to be for her.
Monique, Ushery.
Monique, yes. It's really not even funny though. Like I know I'm saying this in a comical fashion, but it's really not funny. I really mean it. Like, don't do it. Because domestic violence really is not funny. It's nothing to play with. I'm being serious. Avoid these men. Period. Or you will be sorry. You will be sorry. Like, it's not even a if. You will. And I don't even speak in absolutes often, but you will be sorry. So, you know what I'm saying? And let's see here. Why Saab says 50% of HIV cases in the US are black women. You know what's funny to me is that when people say this, I think they make it like it's a dig at like black women. People are not born with HIV, right? People are infected with HIV. And the reason why black women are a high case is because, and I'll tell you why, is because a lot of black women really trust, for some reason, the men that they're sleeping with. And most of the men that they're sleeping with are black men. And there are a lot of black men that like to get their boochies played with. Just like YSAB 23. He's one of the ones. That's why he has a blanked out profile, because he doesn't want everybody to know that on his main picture, he got a picture of himself in some Daisy Dukes and his booty tooted up. But these are the type of men that be out there looking at T.S. Madison and all of these other dudes out here. And then they go out there and got their Grindr account, and then they come back home and they raw dog their girlfriend. And that's the reason why a lot of black women are coming down with HIV, because black women are engaging with these men that engage with other men. And there are a lot of black men that are confused sexually. and are not willing to admit that they really, really, really want a man, which is the reason why you see all these black men everywhere with something to say negative about black women, like YSAB23 in the comments, that we're talking about black women choosing better, and he chooses to bring up the HIV rate for black women because, why? Because he's mad at black women too. And that means that when he goes ahead and puts his grinder account and he toots that booty up in the McDonald's bathroom, and gets his busted wide open, and he goes back home to his girlfriend and gives her whatever he got, bums that he got from that encounter. That's the reason why black women are getting, infected. It's really just
Yeah,
that
because
simple.
my aunt worked for the domestic terrorism. I mean, not domestic HIV ads for the CDC. And when they would do their studies and things, black women got it from black men. They didn't get it from. They got it from their partners that they trusted. Most of them trusted the men that gave it to them. So I don't know what he's talking about. Like,
I mean, this is something that people really don't want to talk about, but I'm going to say it today. This is a fact too. This isn't me hating on nobody. This isn't hateful. This isn't phobic. I'm telling you the truth. Black men that engage with other men, or they're bi, either or, G or bi, they make up the highest percentage of HIV diagnosis, period, out of anybody, right? And up until I think it was 2023, and it's probably because of the addition of PrEP or whatever, the lifetime risk for a black man that was G or bi was 50% lifetime risk of contracting HIV. That's a 1 in 2 chance. Those odds are crazy. 50%. Now I think it's dropped down to like 1 in 3, if I'm not mistaken. So when you look at it and you say, wow, why are black women disproportionately affected by HIV? And they account for 50% of new HIV diagnosis. It is because black women are messing with black men, and those black men are messing with other men. It's just that simple. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So when you see all of these men that be in these lives, how about some black women this, black women that, black women lashes, black women weaves, and they are over there always talking about how they hate black women, but you go on their page and they have a wife or they have a girlfriend, or these pick me women are entertaining them, I can guarantee you that those men on their free time, or when they tell their wife that they're going to the store, they getting backdoored in the back of their trunk, back of their car, back of the Burger King bathroom, back of the Walmart bathroom, in the middle of the streets, wherever, with other men. And then they are going to bring those diseases home right to black women. Because if anybody didn't know this, and these are all facts, these are not me saying, these are facts, okay? I want y'all to know this. It is more difficult for a man to get HIV having regular intercourse with a woman. It is easier, though, if he engages in anal intercourse with other men, because of the membranes and stuff like that are thin and easy to pass, the blood and fluids and things like that. That's also a fact. So, or if you use, intravenous, rugs, the needles. So, but most of those guys aren't using the needles. They're doing that. And that's the reason why they're giving these diseases to black women. That is the truth. But nobody wants to acknowledge this. That's why I said, when you see these black men that have a lot of hatred for black women, don't deal with them. When they're over here talking about their male baddies, don't talk to them. When they're over there, and y'all can say that these things are red flags in my eyes. Y'all can take it or leave it. But when they're out there wearing the fingernail, painting their fingernails, they out there with double nose rings, play if you want to. Play if you want to, okay? He out there with a man bag on, a purse, holding a purse, a clutch. Play if you want to. Those men are probably the men that are out there playing, and you know what, and gonna bring it right back home to you. And if this wasn't true, 50% of new HIV diagnoses among women wouldn't be black women, even though black women only make up 13% of the total female population in the United States. So there's something to the things that I'm telling you. And it's not hateful either. I'm just telling you the truth, man. A lot of these dudes, they not right. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't even see any manly men from like the newer generations. If I was in my 20s right now, I know that I would be single for life, because where are even the masculine men that are around? I don't even see none. Like, it's like, ugh. Like, oh, not that you can't be masculine and also be like this, but I'm just saying, what? Ugh. Like, ugh. I don't know what's going on. You got dudes running around here with women's blouses on, with nipple rings on, with lipstick on, talking about they like women. Do you? Do you really? Okay. That's the reason. And then there's so many black women. And I just saw, I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing. Sorry. I saw a video today of some man that called him pretty boy something. It was on Instagram. He's like a singer. He wasn't a bad singer. He had on makeup. He had his eyebrows done. He had long dreads or whatever, long locks, excuse me. And he had all of these shirts with his chest out, like, you know what I'm saying? No shirt on underneath the shirts. And very, very, very zesty. Do you know how many women were in them comments talking about, ooh, you so sexy, you so this, you so that? So y'all don't understand that that's a GAY man? Or at the very least, a bi man? And then y'all want to go over there and play games with these dudes and then wonder why you get the package afterward? Okay, play if you want to. Play if you want to. Like, for real. But okay. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm really not trying to, I'm just being real. These are things that, like I said, all of the things I said about intercourse and about the stats and about who's getting it, everything that I said is true. If you don't believe me, look it up. Yeah. You know what? I always thought that Michael Jackson was like asexual, excuse me. But I did believe Prince did a little dibbling and dabbling with the fellas too. The fellers as well. And I will say that Michael Jackson transformed into a little androgynous down the line, but yeah. Luther Vandross was definitely GAY though. You know, and I love MJ. I can't cap and say that I don't. Let's see, but I think Luther Vandross, I don't think he liked women at all. I don't think Luther Vandross was for the ladies at all. So, even with Magic Johnson, y'all, I think Magic Johnson, never mind. Let me not, because that's too controversial for me to say on here. So let me not even say what I was about to say. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave it there
But
before I get
speaking of
canceled.
Magic Johnson, the fact that people say that about Rashida, I always thought that about his wife. I'm sorry. You said God's strongest soldier. I always thought that about her.
Oh, Rashida?
Magic Johnson's wife.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she was crazy. Like, I would have been gone. I'm like, I don't even understand how she did it. The Kiara says Magic like the ladies. I think Magic like more than the ladies. I'll just leave it at that. That's what I think. Yeah. I think he liked more than the ladies. Yeah. Cause back then when he contracted it, the majority of people that were doing it were who? Think about that. I ain't even gonna say because I probably gotta watch my words, but just do your research and think about who was the highest demographic of people getting it at that time specifically. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anywho, like I said, I think black women really gotta like I guess I would say like lean more towards using like heavy discernment. For real. In order to avoid a lot of these things. Now, I decided to go ahead and talk about the HIV, even though the guy that was in the comments already blocked him who said it. He just said it trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood how you could even mention that as an attempt to try to be funny. Because that's not funny. I can't tell you how many stories of women, black women that have received. Matter of fact, I don't know if did y'all ever hear this story about this woman? She was like in her late 50s She was either in her late 50s or she was like 60, 61. She got HIV from her husband. She met him at her job, married him, and was living with him for like they were married for like 3 years. And he knew he had it all along. Gave it to her and watched her gradually get sick. And nobody was testing her for HIV because she was married. Because a lot of times if you marry, they won't test you for that unless you say like, hey, go ahead and test me for everything. And because she started getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker, eventually her doctor was like, hey, let me test you for HIV. And then they found out that she had it. And then she went back and her daughter and her family was all mad at him because he knew that he had it. He ended up getting arrested or whatever too, because he knew that he had it when he married this woman. So it's like, how can you shame a woman like that? That's not a tactic to shame her for having HIV. You know, she didn't know any better. She trusted that man. And that's the reason why I say that if you're a black woman also, and you are still messing with men, you still having intercourse with men, you are a fool if you do not go with them and get them tested before you let them touch you. You're a dummy. And I have no respect for you. You're a complete idiot. Before you do anything, ain't no one night stands. It ain't no vibing with somebody at the club. It ain't no, oh, we just had this connection. If you do not go to the doctor with him, and I don't mean let him give you his results because men have falsified their results. If you don't go to that doctor and that doctor say it to you, what are you letting him inside of you? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You get one body, one vagina, one vagina. Why would you play with it? Don't do it. You're a dummy. You're a complete dummy. I really mean it. Even if you out here kissing dudes and you haven't taken them to get tested. I'm talking about HIV, HPV, HSV, getting chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, everything. What would you let him put his tongue all in your mouth for? Next thing you know, the next day you got the bum bumps all over your tongue, all in your throat, all on your lips. Now you look crazy. Now you can't get nobody. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't be a fool. For real. Yes, and Kiara said get your pap smears. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead, supervillain. Hey, sis.
Hey, Trig, I just wanted to make sure that because in these cases, we say these women's name. Her name was Denise Brody. And previous to her demise, unfortunately, she survived breast cancer twice. So she beat breast cancer 2 times only to get with a degenerate who was also, a lot of people don't say in this narrative, they leave the part out. He was actively getting treatments. He knew he was getting treatments and taking the medication for it and still infecting her. So not only did she beat it twice, she got with a best, I call him reprobate, got with a reprobate man who was actively taking treatment and medication. And she passed away from full-blown AIDS. So one thing we have to understand about you get HIV, and if it goes untreated for a while, it becomes the AIDS virus, which obviously is what unalives you. So it was for a while, and he knew it. That's the part that hurts my heart so much. The fact that he was taking treatment. So it was deliberate. I forgot what they did with the case. I don't know if, what the sentencing was, but in a lot of cases, that's to me premeditated murder, if you ask me. So I just wanted to make sure we know the details because when we tell these stories, and Trig, you give the stats all the time with femicide. I include that in being femicide as well. Remember that it's not just a number, like a black print on a white paper. These are like people. These are women who are no longer here because of the decision of being with some type of reprobate who was evil and wicked, just walking demon on earth. Her name again is Denise Brody, and she survived breast cancer, one of the most aggressive cancers in black women. She survived it twice, y'all. for that to be her demise. So I just wanted to make sure I came up and make sure that part of the story was told. Thank you, Trig.
No problem, supervillain. And I so much appreciate you for telling me that woman's name. While you were talking, I looked it up and he actually was trying to get out on bond, which is disgusting. His lawyer was trying to get the bond reduced, saying that she didn't pass away from actual HIV, but it was really unrelated complications. And I'm like, you dirty. Oh my goodness. Right now, this is the only updates I see are from like May of 2025, where it says like the family was trying to like not get him the bond, to like argue against him getting a bond. But he did get the bond, but it was for $450,000. And it says that if he pays it, he would have to like he can't have sexual intercourse with anyone, and he would have to take his medication. But I don't see anything that he was able to actually get bond though, because that's still a lot of money that he would have to, come up with. So I don't see anything, that it says that he got out. So hopefully he didn't get out or whatever, but I just, like I said, I just don't even know what to say. That's just so terrible. And I didn't even know what Supervillain said when she mentioned the whole thing about the breast cancer. I didn't even know that part. So yikes. Wow, that just made me feel so even worse. Go ahead, Supervillain. You have something to say?
Sorry, I'm in and out because I can't use my headphones and charge at the same time. I got an old school headphones, the wire plugged one in. I wanted to say, yeah, she unalived. I think they said like a week or so, like a couple days after actually being diagnosed with AIDS. So she could have survived the HIV. I mean, if she beat breast cancer twice, she likely could have survived the HIV. It's the fact that it went so undetected and it became full blown AIDS. That's why she unalived. So I don't even know how he was able to make that argument with the lawyers, because medically that's just not true. But I don't know, that's a case. And this is not, I'm not going to say it's a common case, but there are many different cases like this as well, where women's stories are not going to be told, specifically Black women. So again, when we talk about femicide, it's not just these dudes knocking you between the washer and dryer to your unalivement. That is also considered femicide. So just wanted to throw that piece out again. All right. That was it. Thank you.
All right, I got you. Yes, and I definitely agree with everything that Supervillain said as well. Like it's a lot that goes into entertaining the man or trusting the man or whatever. Like I don't even have anything else to say about this. I'm sitting here looking at this, trying to see if I can find out if this piece of scum, is out. If I'm sitting here looking to see if I can find if this piece of scum is out of jail. Like that's the only thing that's on my mind, because I pray that this man is not out, because he doesn't deserve to see the light of day ever again. He really doesn't. Wow. Like, that's just so terrible. Like, let me see. Rockdale, Cleveland, Brody, Rockdale County jail search, because he's still gonna be, because he hasn't been convicted yet. So he probably would still be in jail, I would assume. But let's see. And he's in his 60s actually. Yeah, he's in his 60s. So I think she was in her 60s as well. So, and that's another thing, is like, you can't trust these older men either. Like, you know how all of these old over the hill Black men will talk about, we're older, we gonna do right. No, they won't. These men never change. They never change. They never change. So let's see here. Yeah. I don't, all I keep seeing is that, like, one part said that This is one from another article from the 19th of May. They said that another judge talked to him and raised his bond up to 800,000. So I feel like he's probably not out, y'all. I feel like he's probably not out. Let's see. Is Cleveland Brody still in jail? Let's see about that. Yeah. Let's see here. We got a black femicide one. It's from the Black Femicide Prevention Coalition. Yeah, the latest article said they raised his bond up to $800,000. So I don't think he got out. I don't. He don't look like he got the money to do that. Yeah, he doesn't look like he doesn't look like he got the money to get out. So, and anytime I look up like is he still there, nothing pops up except the bond hearing. So I feel like if he had gotten released, they would have made an article about that. So I don't think that he's out. Yeah, yeah. So I'm glad. Let's see here. Targeted Individuals says we starting businesses for women when it's real. Thought I seen it all. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. What? Let's see here. Supervillain, you said you just looked it up. Other women made claims too. Lord have mercy. I didn't even know that. Jeez Louise. Anyway, you guys, I think that's pretty much it. I probably exhausted everything to talk about today, y'all. I appreciate y'all and I appreciate the discussion. I'm so glad that I got a chance to talk to you guys about this. I think we had a good time today. Yeah. I feel bad about the one lady that I had to block, but she was just, yeah, she just had to go. Like the thing she was just saying was just too stupid. I just don't feel like it, everybody's cool with playing devil's advocate, but the devil don't need no advocate. Okay. And why are we playing devil's advocate when it comes to black women choosing like better and not choosing felons? Like, why are you trying to find some way to spin it to where black women should do that? So when you do that, I'm already looking at you like you're an enemy. So it's just like, yeah, I just didn't want to have the conversation with the lady.
Wait, was another lady from earlier?
Yeah, that I blocked this one lady.
That Gabrielle lady?
Where I think her name was something else. Was it Gabrielle?
She was the one that was saying bad things about single mothers?
Oh no. Oh no, that's somebody. Yeah, that was the lady in the other live. No, I'm talking about this one. Yeah, it was some lady I forgot what her name was, but yeah, she was just dumb. Like she had to go. Yeah. She was because she was trying to talk about just making excuses for like why black women should basically date. Like, yeah, felons just yeah. Yeah, so she had to go. But I'm about to get out of here, Leah, but I did bring you up. Did you have something to say before I get out of here, sis?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, we should not be entertaining no felons. We don't entertain them. Don't even date them, and you don't want to be the next person or the next victim of his. Just protect yourself at all cost.
All right. I got you, Leah. A super villain. You said what excuse could she have? She said that what if you changed? What if you truly became a better person? What if you got out of jail and started a business? She was saying dumb stuff like that, super villain. Like dumb stuff like that. Like, who cares if you started a business? Who cares? I don't care. Yeah. It was just like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I had you up real quick, Groove Parlor. Then I gotta go, sis. You had something to say?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Trigger? I
Hey,
was listening from the grocery store. I want to thank you again for bringing up that case and bringing these topics up. Did you all discuss Maya Moore, the former NBA basketball player?
I don't think so.
She married. Now I don't know if he was a felon, but she married somebody who was released from prison. And unfortunately, her father is a pastor and works with these men. And my thing is, it's one thing if men want to concentrate on reforming these men, but don't have your daughters around them. His release video is ridiculous. She basically gave up her final season of basketball to work on releasing this man, and then married him after. And every day I fear for her because this is an educated woman, an athlete, an Olympian. I don't want to open up the paper one day and find out that she's gone too at the hands of this idiot. And I yield.
All right. I got you, Group Parley. I appreciate you too, sis. All right, you guys. Well, I definitely can do a live where we talk about strictly about Black femicide as well. If you guys want to, if you guys have some like notable cases or stuff like that y'all want to talk about and bring awareness to, like we definitely could do that as well. Because it is a problem and there are just so many Black women willing to like overlook it. Like I can't tell you how many videos I see of TikTok of like men telling their girlfriends or whatever, like, I'm gonna unalive you, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And these women are just sitting there going back and forth with them. And it's like, ma'am, ain't no man that care about you gonna sit there and tell you these things. Like, he mean what he telling you, like, for real. And it's only a matter of time before he does something to you. But anyway, yeah, we can definitely do that at another time too, you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate all of the ladies. Appreciate Miss Supervillain for coming up. Of course, I'm so happy to see y'all here feeling better too. Also Kalandra, of course, Naima. Dang, my mind is going blank. Groove Parlor, Leah. I know some other ladies that came up here. Daggone it. La. My mind's going blank. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Or yeah. So I appreciate all the ladies that came up here, y'all, and also the guys too, because y'all were very entertainingly stupid. So appreciate that as well. All